Hi, everybody. It is Thursday evening. I know it's not Wednesday. You don't need to check your calendar. It's Thursday evening. It's region weather meteorologist Matt Wintz. It's time for our region weather live broadcast tonight. We're going to look ahead to the weekend. We'll look beyond that as well, as we have really settled into a nice air mass across the region. I think you're going to enjoy the forecast. I can finally bring you some good news. We do have some storms in the forecast as well. So we'll talk about all that and more in this special Thursday evening that was supposed to be Wednesday evening edition of Region Weather Live. And hi, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you're ready for the weekend and you've had a good week so far. It's region weather meteorologist Matt Wintz. Hi, Deshaun. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Rhonda. Mary. Stephen, hello. Luann, hi. Good to see you, kind of. It's kind of weird to say that, but good to see you here joining us. Stephanie, and good evening, Mark. Thanks for joining us, you guys. So a couple things we have to do is thank our sponsors. First of all, Griegers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Valparaiso. They've been a sponsor since January. We just send them a big thank you. Guys, I can't tell you. I got to get real with you for a second. I'm just so grateful that you guys take time out of your schedule to join me so we can talk about weather every Sunday and Wednesday, even some Thursdays, right? Things were crazy yesterday, but I just appreciate it. And I thank all of our sponsors as well. Please, if you're in the market for a car, especially a Jeep, that's what they specialize in. Griegers is the place to go in Valparaiso. I think a lot of you know that as well. Also, Tiger Plumbing, they have just been fantastic. They are a wonderful family-owned business. It's not often you have plumbing problems, let's be honest, right? But when you do, you don't want to do things like pour a bunch of Drano down the pipe. All right, that's something I would do in college. It's not good. Call a licensed plumber. And the cool thing about Tiger Plumbing is they come out for free. All right, with gas prices now, that's not a free trip for them. So they'll come out, tell you what the problem is, give you a free quote on it, and they do great work. A lot of you in Northwest Indiana have already praised their name for that. So please pay them a visit because they keep the show for free. And I just can't be grateful enough for them and for you for taking time out of your schedule to join us. So I really, really appreciate it. All right. So what we're going on with tonight, Bernard, I want to say hi to you. Amanda, thanks for joining us. That's it. Mark asking about starting 7 through 12 nights. Mark, I don't think I know what you're saying. And Griegers is saying, are we getting a few days of topless Jeep weather? It's already started. I think you're already noticing that for sure. So let's talk about the short-term forecast first. We call that the big picture. There's your nice open for you. We got to make things fancy around here, right? So here's what we're dealing with big picture wise. I wanted to really expand things out because there's no local weather right now that's imminent or threatening. So let's look at how things are all kind of connected across the entire northern hemisphere, at least the part that we can see from the satellite here. And notice all the little swirls out there. We've got a big system off the east coast up towards Nova Scotia. We've got this big swirl up towards the Hudson Bay. That is actually impacting our weather locally right now because we're getting the northwest flow off of that. So that brought in the more comfortable air. That's bringing in the lower dew points that we have. It's just downright pleasant outside. If you're camping, if you enjoy bonfires, this is the night for you. And tomorrow night doesn't look bad either, with cool, crisp nights and lots of clear skies. You'll notice down to the south, this is a frontal boundary. It produced the storms a couple days ago. And then really down towards the south, this is what will become Tropical Storm Alex, probably in the next 24 hours, but we'll give it 48 hours just in case. But you can see this area right here, which was actually the hurricane that hit Mexico. This is Agatha back, a couple days ago. It came into areas of Mexico. It hit the mountains. It kind of fell apart, but that energy remained. It transferred across into the Gulf of Mexico and the Yucatan, and then now it's off the coast of Cuba, heading through Florida. And I'll tell you, it's going to bring some heavy rain to Florida. The wind isn't going to be the big deal with this. It may develop further as it heads off the East Coast. But for areas of Florida, if you've got either friends or family down there, or a lot of kids I know getting out of school, and perhaps you hit the road and you go to Florida, it's going to be a soggy weekend, like 5 to 8, maybe 9 inches of rain out of this thing. Just a washout for them as they get into the weekend. And then that'll hit off the East Coast. So that'll be the first in the tropical season, first named storm, which will be Alex. And again, tropical season officially started yesterday in the Atlantic. So kind of interesting there. But for us, we'll turn our attention to this area of low pressure that's swirling off towards the north and the cooler air that comes with it. So here it is. You can see it here as we kind of zoom in on the nationwide map. What we'll do is go over the next couple days, and we'll actually go through the weekend. And I've actually got a neat open for this. We call it the Long Ranger sometimes. Here, check this out. See, those things tell you what segment we're getting into. So let's talk long range, shall we? All right, here we go. I guess I'm done talking about that. You can see the country right now. We've got a big old swirl off towards the north, but most of it's dry right now. It's pretty quiet. They had a pretty active week last week out in the Rockies. For us, we just continue to get cooler air. It's not that bad, right? It's beautiful for this time of year. Cooler air means 70s typically in June. And then as we go through time, that swirl kind of fades, but you can see some of the action coming out of the Rockies. So we're looking good tomorrow. We're looking good on Saturday. If you have weekend plans, again, I know there's graduations going on. There's graduation parties going on. A lot of you just having family get-togethers. There's road race season has begun. There's all sorts of activities tied to outdoor plans. I get that. It looks good Saturday. So that's what I really want to focus on is how that weekend's looking. Saturday looks good. Sunday, not so much. It's interesting. Sunday's not going to be a washout, but we are going to introduce showers and storms on what looks to be a pretty busy week next week with numerous storm systems coming through here for sure. So as we go through time, you can see Saturday we're dry. Notice off towards the north and the west, though, there's likely going to be clusters of showers and thunderstorms developing during the day Saturday. So that may spray some high clouds this way, but it does look like we're going to be dry on Saturday. Saturday night, some of those storms start to come a little bit closer. And why don't I even zoom in so we can see us a little bit better? I don't think it's that important that we see that system heading up the East Coast, Alex. So here we go. This is Saturday night now. You notice how there'll likely be some storms off towards our north and the west. I think just high clouds off of that for now. We'll have to keep an eye on how they develop. I could foresee a future model run where we maybe bring in a storm or two or some leftover showers Saturday late, like evening on into the overnight. But daytime looks good. As we go into Sunday, though, that boundary sinks south. And as it does, we'll likely see showers and thunderstorms develop along it. It doesn't look like right now that Sunday's a washout either. In fact, some of those storms could hold north and west of us, but just know they're going to be closer on Sunday than they are on Saturday. So as a meteorologist, I would probably introduce a 30 to 40% chance of some storms around here on Sunday. It's Sunday night and Monday that we start to really develop that area of low pressure. That will move through the area, and that will bring our rainfall chances as we go into that time frame. So here's Sunday night. Here's Monday. You can see that low pressure developing with pretty good area of rain moving through. We'll likely have rain and storms around here on Monday. And then you can see Tuesday, it's just now moving out. So maybe an early rainfall chance Tuesday. I kind of have a hunch it'll be out of here, though, and Tuesday will end up dry. And then you can see how that system heads off the East Coast, leaving us with a dry Tuesday, Wednesday, and very seasonable temperatures. Temps won't be too bad either of those days as well. And then as we get in the latter half of the week, notice how there's several more storm systems coming our way. We've got perhaps a warm front that'll try to get in here Wednesday night, Thursday with some storms. And then there's another chance as we get on into Friday night and Saturday next weekend. As of right now, next weekend, which would be the 11th and the 12th of June, it does look like we're going to have some kind of troughiness or some kind of low pressure system across the Great Lakes that may bring us some showers around here. That's just a heads up. That's a 10-day range. That's why we call it the Lone Ranger, because we're going out really far in the future. You guys get that? Anyway, I may never do that again. But you can see we're going to have some kind of system in here that's perhaps bringing some rain around during that time frame. All right, final thing I want to show you guys are the temperatures. These temperatures are going to go hand in hand with the dew points pretty much. The dew points, how muggy we feel. We're nowhere near muggy now. It feels great outside, right? But watch as we go through time. Here's tomorrow, very comfortable day. There's tomorrow, very comfortable day. Upper 70s to near 80 degrees tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, just gorgeous. Same thing on Saturday. Remember, I think we'll be mainly dry, but notice how the models tend to cool down areas near Wisconsin. They have highs in the 50s and 60s. That's because of that rain. It's forecasting the rain there. Whenever we have rain or clouds this time of year, and it prevents that strong sun from doing its job down here, you really get cooler temperatures. So that rain could really impede temperatures off towards the north. But I think we'll make a run well into the 70s on Saturday as well. And then Sunday, we get a little bit cooler off towards the north. You see how that cold air is kind of hugging the lake shore. So we'll probably be in the 70s along the lake shore. Meanwhile, 80s are likely away from the lake on Sunday. And that's where we introduce the chance of rain on Monday. You can see it kind of moving in with temps in the 70s, 60s likely lakeshore as we bring that wind off the lake. And remember, that comes with some storm chances on Monday. And then pretty seasonable next week. I mean, we'll have a cool but nice day on Tuesday. Sunshine will probably break out as we go throughout the day. Wednesday looks good. Temperatures bouncing back to near average, which will be mid and upper 70s. And then you notice what's lacking from the forecast. No big heat waves. There's no big humidity spells either. It really looks like spring-like weather. It's very rare that we get true spring-like weather, right? It's either one extreme or the other, and that's true pretty much year-round. But it really looks like a great spring-like week next week. And that's Thursday. You see 60s and 70s, more 70s around on Friday. And then this is kind of fantasy land as we get into the long range. So, I wouldn't hold tight to these numbers, but we can look at trends. And you can see there are just widespread 70s across the Great Lakes. So looking really, really nice as we get on the next weekend as well in terms of temperatures. But again, that rain might kind of impede some of our plans. And we'll continue to keep an eye on that for sure. Okay. All right. So let's get you on your way here with some of your questions. That's always my favorite part of the forecast. So if you have any questions you want to ask, be happy to answer them here. And then we'll get you on your Thursday night and your weekend. I do want to say there are going to be some schedule changes coming up. I'll let you know what those are. We'll have a post on it. But my schedule has personally changed. That's why I'm no longer in the basement with my region weather sign in the background. So we're going to mix some things up. I've got a couple different shows planned. One is going to try to get you ready for the weekend that we'll try to do every either Thursday or Friday, which will be a fun interactive show as well. Bottom line, we can get as fancy as possible with these. I don't really need fanciness for this, and I don't think you do either. I think you just need some good weather information that's impactful, helps you plan where you're going, and we'll get you on your way, right? We could do lights and cameras and all that, but the forecast stays the same, and that's kind of how we want to keep it that way, okay? All right, so that's what we've got here. Let's get to some of your questions here. Oh, Mark's starting a 7 days a week, 12-hour shift. Yikes, Mark. That's crazy. I'm on day 6.5 right now, but that's nothing compared to that. 12-hour shifts. Wow, buddy. Stay strong. Let's see. Connor says, visiting Myrtle Beach from Valpo. How are we looking? How are we looking in Myrtle Beach? Myrtle Beach looks kind of rainy, actually. They're going to be dealing with some large swells from from Tropical Storm Alex as it heads off the East Coast. But let's look real quick. Let's go to the Mid-Atlantic. That's not quite down to Myrtle Beach, so let's go down to the southeast. There we go. All right, so here's Myrtle Beach's forecast as we go through time. You get everything here. So yeah, they turn rainy tomorrow because that front that went by us is going to stall. Here comes the moisture from Alex. So they've got rain on Friday, rain on Saturday, especially along the coast. Here comes Alex. So big swells there, riptides likely from that. So don't go in the water. But rain probably around on Saturday and Sunday, and then it looks like you'll clear out after that. And then it's just back to the daily showers and thunderstorms that bubble up. That's how it works in the Southeast. It's not just Florida, but Georgia, the Carolinas, Alabama, Mississippi, all those states in the summertime see storms bubble up every day, much like in Florida. During the afternoon, then they go away at night. And that looks to be the pattern that they'll get back to. So kind of a rainy trip if you're going there soon in Myrtle Beach there, Connor. Okay, Becky's asking about graduation night next Tuesday. It's outdoors. That's okay. Next Tuesday looks okay. I think that storm system that's coming through, Becky, as of right now, the timing looks to be Monday night, Tuesday, or Monday into Tuesday morning. So as of right now, my forecast would have clearing skies on Tuesday. So by afternoon and evening, it would look okay. We'll have to keep an eye on the timing of these systems. The systems we're talking about are still way off the West Coast. They're thousands of miles away. So a lot can change between now and then. I mean, you look at the big picture right now, everything swirls, everything's chaotic, right? Models try to handle that. They do a good job of it. But in terms of timing systems, especially, we're in the 5-day range now. The timing could switch by 8 hours either way. And I know that would impact you. But right now, I would say clearing skies on Tuesday. Dave, you're welcome. Hi, Lance. Hey, buddy. Mark says Leon's triathlon is Sunday at Wolf Lake. Boy, Sunday is going to be one of those days we're watching the radar, Mark. And I give credit to all those athletes. My goodness, triathlons are just a beast. I mean, you have to be not just good at 3 different events, but great at 3 different events. So that's going to be amazing. But we'll be dodging showers and thunderstorms around there, Mark. I'm sure you caught the beginning of that forecast for sure. But keep an eye on the radar. We'll have an eye on the radar for you too. All right. Rhonda, I think so. Rhonda says, love to see no severe weather next week. Rhonda, I agree with you. It really doesn't look like a big severe weather setup next week because we don't have that huge influx of 80 and 90 degree air in here. We're kind of shutting off the Gulf of Mexico, much like we did, January, February into March. Remember how cool it was? This is kind of the same pattern that's setting up, except for it's in June. So we get really nice weather around here. But it does look like we're going to shut off the Gulf of Mexico and those big returns. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. Kevin, they are going to re-sign Zach. It's just going to take a little bit of time. I know Zach's agent is kind of rough. He's asking for a little bit more. So they'll end up re-signing him, though. They need him to carry him forward this next season for sure. Diana says outdoor concert on the 11th. Take an umbrella. The 11th is next Saturday. Diana, I wouldn't plan it yet. As of right now, the models are showing rain around. There'll be some kind of trough across the eastern half of the country. But we'll have a better idea. I would say by Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll have a good idea of where that system will be and how much moisture will be in it. As of right now, it does look like we are going to have some rain around. But again, that's now 8 days away. That's 9 days away. So as of right now, yes, maybe get an umbrella, order it if you don't have one, whatever you happen to do. Gosh, I'm so lazy. Order an umbrella. Just go to the store and get one. Anyway, that's it. Maureen says, I know it's not the region, but can you see what the weather could be in Monticello on Saturday? Have a party. It should be pretty comparable to here, though, Maureen. That's okay if it's outside the region. Oh, I just hit some button and made everything full screen. I don't know what that did. But anyway, yeah, everything looks good. It's going to be the same weather virtually as here, as that high pressure is kind of giving way to low pressure off towards the west. So I would say sunshine, maybe some increasing clouds, and then we're going to be dealing with a rain threat on Sunday. But the weekend looks pretty good right now for sure. Grieger says, Leon puts on an amazing event. Awesome. Is anyone participating in that at Wolf Lake, Leon's triathlon? Because if you are, we need to talk sports skills and running. I just did a running workout downstairs. I did the Cleveland half, 2 weeks ago now. And I run. It's not a big deal that I did a half, but gosh, these athletes, I just give so much credit to. Those that can swim and bike at the same time. It's awesome. Lance, that's okay. We got you. So rain next week. And you can always go back and watch these guys. So if you join late, you can always go back. I'll post them on our Facebook page after, and you can kind of fast forward and rewind and stuff like that. But in terms of rain next week, Lance, it does look like we're going to have a system that comes in here. Maybe Sunday we may get a couple storms, but it's more of a Monday, Tuesday rain. That Tuesday would likely be early, so more so Monday night. That system gets out of here. We've got another chance of rain moving in Wednesday night, Thursday. Again, timing could change a little bit on this, but we do have several systems that are going to come in and give us a good chance of rain. So it's a good bet that, everything that you do for lawn care will certainly be taken care of next week, finally. Hoping to go to my grandkids' T-ball game on Saturday, says Mary. Every Saturday game has been canceled. Not this week, Mary. This is your week. I'm telling you, for sure. Jenny, we covered this at the beginning of the broadcast. This is the super cool look at the water vapor up above in the atmosphere. So this really shows the swirls and the amount of moisture in the atmosphere and where they are. This down here is what is soon to be Tropical Storm Alex. Up here is the feature that's impacting us. This is in Canada. It's just a cutoff area of low pressure. They've got temperatures in the 40s and rain below this. Outside of that, it's not bad, but that is bringing us our northwest flow. And then this big low out in the Atlantic is a system that's attached to the cold front that just went by. So just a neat look at how the atmosphere is always flowing and how we can, it's just amazing that we can even, it's amazing that we can even predict this, which it just blows my mind all the time. And Dot, yeah, that's what that is. That's what that blue monster is. I guess it does look kind of creepy for sure. Kevin, you're welcome. I appreciate that. Who will win the NBA Finals this year? Well, I would probably, Golden State, I think, is the shoe-in for this, at least in my mind. But I think the Celtics have enough young talent, and I think they coming off beating Miami was a big deal for them. I think they're going to pull it off this year. They're going to be the underdog team that does it. And you're welcome, buddy, for sure. Jenny, no problem. Let's talk weather. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Grieger's for sure. Yeah, we'll check that out. Yeah, if anyone's not familiar with Leon's Triathlon, I need to be more familiar with that as too. It helps out veterans and injured veterans. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Yeah, the more we can support that, the better, for sure. So I will look that up and reach out to them. Maybe we can give them official forecasts, right? Jenny, you're welcome. I don't think I've had anyone ever say that to me. Thanks for sharing the water vapor for atmosphere. You're welcome. It doesn't take much, does it? All right, guys, we'll get you on your way on your Thursday night. I appreciate you joining us for a show. Again, we'll have a new schedule, some new look to some graphics and stuff. We got a lot coming up here over the course of the next week to launch. Super exciting times. But until then, I do want you guys to enjoy your night, enjoy the weekend coming up. Again, it does look good. We'll be tracking some rainfall chances in here. Hopefully not late Saturday, more towards Sunday. And hopefully we get out of the weekend dry if everything can stay off towards the north. But we'll have updates as always as we go throughout the weekend. Okay. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night and have a great weekend, everybody.